Hello, hello, everybody. Back for some more. Forgive the way I sound. I am fighting a bout of bronchitis after I got it from the flu last week. And music heals, they say. So I went on a little record dig this morning down to the record rack, my local record store. Only picked up a couple things, but I got some more I got to show that I have been getting in. So right off the bat, if you can understand me, one I've been wanting for a while, very happy I picked this one out. Tar Roundhouse, the first record. Tar is a band, I would call them noise rock. I guess some people might call them alternative, slightly on the hardcore sound. But to me, it's just straight up noise rock band. You know, guitar, vocals, kind of scratchy, throaty vocals, you know, heavy drums, heavy bass. The shit I love. From 1990 off of the great Amphetamine Reptile Records. Very happy to pick that up. One that I can scratch off of my Blue Note. If anybody's been watching me for years, I have a hard on for Blue Note Records. So I saw this one, I was a little excited. Off of the great Blue Note, Southwind, a place, what a place to land. From 1970, I believe, or 1971. Look at that, Blue Note, gotta love it. I guess the best way to call it is like a southern rock thing, kind of country rock, a little bit poppy, a little bit psychedelic. But the best way to call it, I guess, is like a southern rock record. Not something I would normally get, but because it's a Blue Thumb, I had to pick it up, and it was $4. Cheap. And crossed it off of the Blue Thumb collection. Stomo Yamashita. Go. To go. A lot of good players on this one. I haven't had a chance to spin it yet. But names that I know: Aldi Meola, Klaus Schultz, and Michael Shreve. It must be good. Best way I guess you would describe Stomo's Go is fusion music. Kind of funky, kind of jazzy, kind of rocky at times. Sometimes a little bit mainstreamy pop. And the last one I picked up this morning, Straubs by Choice. Just a compilation. But Straubs is a band that I really enjoy. So, happy to pick that up. It would not be a David video or a Sequoia Flame video without showing Acid Mother's Temple. Look at that baby. I do believe it's on some pretty vinyl as well. Oh yeah. Some nice purple vinyl. Acid Mother's Temple and the Melting Paraiso UFO, either from the Fragmented Body or the Reconstituted Soul. Always interesting names with this band. This album is very, how do I put it, softer, sort of traditional Japanese, if you would. They do an acoustic version of La Novia, which has been on other albums that they've done. But that being said, instead of more of a freak out album, this is more of a groove album. While it does freak out on occasion, it is a bit more traditional, a bit more acoustic. And it kind of caught me off guard because it's not a sound that they've done for, I don't know, regularly probably 10 years. So I was pleasantly surprised when I played that one. Really enjoyed it. Guru Maniacs, Psych Valley Hill. This came out 2010, but I recently stumbled across it. Features Manny Newmeyer, Axe Genrick, and Guy Seegers from various krautrock bands. Guru being one of them. I believe Universe Zero being another, and Axe Genrick, I forget He might have been in Gong, or maybe he was in Guru Guru as well. I can't remember. Great psychedelic, I guess slightly space rock, just jam music. Best way to put it. Vocals sometimes coming from Manny Newmeyer, the drummer, who he doesn't do an outright sing. It's more like chants or groans, just weird throaty noises that complements the music quite well. But everywhere from sort of a nice spacey jam rock to more meandering kind of progressive pieces. Really enjoyed it. And the reason I found out about that record is because of this one, Live at Cafe Auto, Uneven 11, featuring Guy Seegers from that one, Charles Hayward, and Kawabata Makoto from Acid Mother's Temple. This came out 2017 or 2015, a few years ago. And very much like this one, it is sort of a nice, spacey, progressive sound to it. Sometimes sort of meandering, other times really groovy and jamming. Live recording. And I mean, just really good. The kind of shit that I enjoy. And it was a cheap score, just like this other one. I think this was with shipping like $8. This one was $10. Can't beat it. Bombshell from 1993. This is an album I came across because I have been recently hunting down local Florida bands from the 90s, punk and rock and, you know, hardcore, shit like that. So this one came across mine, and it was really cheap. I think it was $6, and it was sealed. That included shipping. So, excuse me. If you like 90s alternative music, this is going to be right up your alley. This is what it sounds like. It's slightly grungy at times. Other times a bit harder, or kind of a, I guess you call it a hardcore sound to it. I really like it. The recording, sometimes it seems a bit lo-fi for me, but it kind of works because, like I said, the album's a little bit grungy. I don't know. Something I never heard of, something that was cheap, something I really enjoy. 90s alternative is my jam. Speaking of 90s alternative, Bemi Seed, Lights Unfold. This is off a cool record label, which only did a few things. Number 6. This has a Butthole Surfers connection to it. The singer, female singer, I forget her name, and I don't see it, of course. Oh, what the hell. Ah, here we go. Kathleen Lynch used to be not in the band Butthole Surfers, but she was like one of the naked dancing singing ladies from the Butthole Surfers. So, came across this one, didn't know about it, and it was a pleasant surprise for me. Noise rock is the best way I could describe it. And it is very much drenched in guitar feedback and reverb with some very smooth drums and bass that sort of just carries everything along. And to me, it's very pretty. The way that the guitar, this sort of layered, reverby guitar, just feedbacking and squalling and squeaking at times, but mixed with the drums and then the vocals from Kathleen Lynch, which are at times remind me a bit of Susie and the Banshees. Sort of Susie Sue, that sort of that guttural, throaty thing that she'll do. And other times more of like a sort of a moaning scream. But again, it all just comes together. It doesn't sound pretty, but to me it's very pretty. Some people might listen to this and think, ooh, it's ugly. To me, it's very pretty. Everything blends together and meshes in a way that just comes out almost feminine in a way, which isn't something you would describe noise rock being very much, but really cool album. Check it out. They had a few other albums as well. This is from 1990, 1990. Even. This is another album from the same label, number 6. Also from 1990, I believe, or 1991. It doesn't say. King Carcass, Blind. Also some noise rock, very kind of similar along the lines of Bemisi, but this one is way more dirty. Vocals that are screamy and throaty, with guitar that at times feels like it's playing with the drums, other times feels like it's playing against the drums. Sometimes it gets very quiet and then goes very loud. Other times it's just very loud. You know, 90s alternative, noise rock, absolutely love it. And again, cheap. I picked up this album and this album, both of them sealed. I think one was $6, the other was like $8. Can't go wrong. Cannot go wrong with that price. And the last one I got to show, Distinctive Juju from the band Blackerface from Chicago. Album came out last year, and for me, I mean, it's like the album of last year. It is really good. Excuse me. It is a great mix of everything from punky noise rock to soul to math rock to jazz. I mean, to just noise. Unbelievably good. A band that features a female singer who is African American, black, however you want to put it, who has this beautiful, soulful voice, who sings from the gut. If you know what I mean when I say that. She sings like a proud black woman. And you mix that with music that at times is noisy, at times is very sort of funky and beautiful and soulful, and at other times it's just like a punky rock noise thing. Overlaid with this whole beautiful sense of math rock, which just ties everything together. And then her vocals, which is so beautiful and so soulful, even when she's just outright screaming, just so soulful, makes for a beautiful modern music record. That to me, this is what modern music is supposed to be. You blend a whole bunch of things together, you stir it in a pot, and you make it your own. Blackerface, Distinctive Juju. Check the record out. It is absolutely fabulous. I think there's Bandcamp link. I think. I'll put one down if there is. That's all I got to show for today. Forgive the voice again. Like I said, been fighting a bit of a cold for a while, and I am finally getting over the hump. Music heals, so spin lots of records, and as always, till next time.